This is a summer program offered for kids that are either, in this case, either 8th grade coming to the high school for the first time to 9th grade, and it's called the Transition Academy. And it's also offered to some students that were in 9th grade that might have some difficulty in their studies, so they get an opportunity to make up some credit.
It's a collaboration between Binghamton University, School of Education, Binghamton University Liberty Partnership, and Windsor Central School District. What we do is we take a group of incoming 9th grade students and we put them through this Summer Transition Academy. Now, how the Transition Academy is broken down, we start off with some team building skills, some project adventure skills. We get the students to get to know each other as well as the staff working in the Transition Academy. From there, we do the actual transition aspect. We give them their locker combinations. We introduce them to certain teachers. We introduce them to administration. We do question and answer type thing. We walk them through their schedule. We do tours. That's a transition part of it.
I believe students learning the hidden culture of high school is very important, so that when they do enter school officially as 9th graders, they have a leg up on their classmates because they're in contact with certain teachers, they know who the key players are, they know where to go for information.
They're at an age where the difference between a freshman and a senior is huge. So these kids, a lot of the freshmen coming in have major anxiety. So this program is designed to help these students be less anxious and nervous about coming into the high school.
From there, we actually that's where BU, School of Education, and Dr. Washburn come in. She puts together this iSearch project.
The iSearch project is a tool that's often used to teach kids the research process, because the I in iSearch stands for me. I get to choose the topic. And if I get to choose the topic, I'm going to be much more motivated than if it's a topic that my teacher has assigned to me.
This is where they're getting their reading and writing skills. What we do is they take all these technologies, they learn a new technology every day. They pick a project based on life in the Southern Tier, their own project, something that they're interested in. They then use these technologies to research and put together an end-of-the-year project. The way that the districts are looking right now, it looks like we're turning towards more and more technology-based activities. So again, they're getting the step up.
The first day when they sign up for technology, a couple of them have used Prezi, but not one of them had ever used Extra Normal or had used various apps for presentation.
We look at the technology and any exposure to new technology for students that they're going to be able to use in their classrooms and beyond. It serves a great purpose. Their needs are changing all the time, and the student of 2 years ago is not the student of 6 years ago, which is not going to be the student of next year. And so we have to continually reshape what we do in order to meet their needs.
We have to use technology, and that's the way the world is now. To say that if we're not using it, we're putting them at a disadvantage.
The third aspect of it is the community outreach project, which we just added this year.
There's that piece of, how can we still tie into the community? And that was something that is new this year that Chris Bernard and Scott Beatty spoke of, related back to Dr. Washburn, and they all said this is going to be a good plan.
A lot of kids, the first thing when they graduate is, I want to get out of Windsor. But there are some kids that want to stay here, and I think the more they realize all of the local businesses that we have, they might take a sense of pride a little bit more in their communities.
Where the students actually go and research and interview a local business, and they get to know the business. They get to know, why the business is there, what the business offers for the community. More than just the actual service, they learn about job opportunities, interview skills.
A lot of it is modeling the behavior. We give them a script on how to call people. We make sure that they are the ones that set the interviews up. They're the ones who have to ask the questions.
And being comfortable to speak to an adult. Think about that. It was interesting when you finally figured that out. I remember when I finally figured that out in college as an undergrad, that if you go to your professors and talk to them, you're going to go so much further.
You need to be able to speak to other people if you want to be successful. So starting very basic, interviewing somebody that's not in an intimidating situation will help them get better.
And they get to take some pride in their community as well, which is really big. So those are the three main components: the transition, the iSearch, and the community outreach. Some of these skills, these team building skills, these communication skills, it's going to help them in every aspect of their life.
The vision from our district office and from Binghamton University. I know at SG was looking to reach out to local schools, and that was one of his goals. And our superintendent saying, yeah, come to Windsor.
Amy was originally the one that kind of set the whole meeting up. And that's when I first met Chris, and that's when we first started brainstorming how to create this course, this field work, and the Transition Academy, how to make all three of those things work for BU students to get a really rich experience, to get to actually work with kids. How could we make this benefit BU students? How could we make this benefit Windsor students? And then also, how could we provide within that some professional development for Windsor teachers? So some of the Windsor teachers, in fact 8 over the course of 2 years, have taken the course that I teach in June and then have participated in the Windsor Transition Academy.
People get siloed in their perspective. In lots of school districts, the social worker only wants to deal with the social dimensions of the kid, maybe in school, but more likely within the family. They don't pay enough attention to the academic side. Lots of school districts, teachers want to pay attention to the academic side and forget that kids have real lives outside of school. In this case, I think what we really got is a unique mix of people who have core strengths. Our faculty have core strengths in academics. Chris and Amy have core strengths on the social side. Jeff and the administrative team at Windsor have this bigger view of school. But even though every one of them has these core strengths, they have both these dispositions to look at the kid in a bigger perspective. And they're sensitive to the fact that they don't know everything. The fact that Erin and Candace on my faculty trust Amy and Chris on the Liberty Partnership side is just key. And even more importantly and impressively is the fact that Jeff Salaski and Jason Andrews in the Windsor administration can see the bigger picture of how important it is for the faculty and for the Liberty Partnership folks to work together, and they have provided the supports for them to do that.
For us, really excited about the high level of professional development that our teachers who've been enrolled in the course have received, and the impact that's having on their instruction throughout the course of the school year.
A collaboration is a true sharing of resources. It's coming together, working together. And really the best way to describe a true collaboration is to look at what we've accomplished with the Transition Academy. I mean, it's a true sharing of time, resources, and talent between the university and the Graduate School of Education, between the Liberty Partnerships Program, and between the Windsor School and Administration.
What the Transition Academy has become then is this really complex but thoughtful attempt to anticipate where kids are going to struggle, both academically and socially, and then try to put in supports